go. Dude. These create the holes. Whoops. Hey guys, good morning. Oh, it is a rainy day in New York City. I literally just finished my coffee and was reading a little bit. Let me share with you guys what I was reading. This is a really popular book. My mom shared it with me the other day. She's on vacation. I forget what I said to her. Oh, it was okay. Yes. I was sharing with her how in the last 2 weeks I booked 2 gigs, and I think I invoiced about $500 for modeling. And you guys might say, like, $500, that's not a lot. But to do something that, like, you want to do, and these opportunities I didn't even like go out to find. They both came to me. So I told her, I was like, it's so amazing how, I did this, like, it happened for $500, and I said, may God bless this, by 10 times. And she said, may God bless this by 100 times with the power of, I don't know how to pronounce this, but Jabez. And so anyways, I was like, who is that? And so she was like, it's a story in the Bible talking about the prayer Jabez. I'm just going to pronounce it Jabez. So anyways, I bought the book just to understand more of what she was talking about. And I kind of remember back when it was super popular in the early 2000s, like this book and everything. But I've been reading that. I read it's a really short read. It's like maybe 80 pages. Look how small this is. But I've been like slowly reading it just because I kind of want things to like really sink in with my spirit and everything. And yeah, so that's kind of cool. Since the last time we've talked, yeah, I booked 2 modeling gigs, separate ones, and then I know of another one's coming based off of one of them that I did. And I'll share all of these like gigs if I can on Instagram. Sometimes I have to wait to post because they have to release on their like official social media and all that stuff. But I will definitely be sharing. One of them, I was a hand model, which was so much fun. I loved it. Being a hand model is the best because like you're like, I don't know, I turned into this like, how do you want my hand to look thing? I turned into like okay, like I'm gonna say this, try to say this appropriately, but like I turned on my sexy hand vibes. I was holding cups of coffee and like espresso martinis, and I was like, So anyways, that was so cool. So I just pray for more, to be honest. But anyways, so yeah, like one of the things that like I read yesterday in the book was one of the first things in the prayer of Jabez was to ask for more blessings. And that's kind of like what I've been doing, especially since you guys know, like I completely jumped off a cliff when it comes to like my life right now. I mean, I have some security, but when it comes to like, what am I doing? What do I know what I want to do? I know what I want to do. And so now, I have ideas of what I want to do in terms of like the things I want to do for work, but then also just activities and my relationships and stuff. So long story short, like one of the things in the book was to say to like, why not ask for more blessings? And that's a good thing. I'm gonna read this one little bit to you guys that like stood out to me. The very nature of God is to have goodness in so much abundance that it overflows into our unworthy lives. If you think about God in any other way than that, I'm asking you to change the way you think. Why not make it a lifelong commitment to ask God every day to bless you? And while he's at it, bless you a lot. God's bounty is limited only by us, not by his resources, power, or willingness to give. Jabez was blessed simply because he refused to let any obstacle, person, or opinion loom larger than God's nature. And God's nature is to bless. His kindness in recording Jabez's story in the Bible is proof that it's not who you are, or what your parents decided for you, or what you were fated to be that counts. What counts is knowing who you want to be and asking for it. Through a simple believing prayer, you can change your future. You can change what happens 1 minute from now. And I just really love that because I think we are conditioned to think within our limited minds. And I love the challenge of asking outside of my limits of like, okay, God, what else can you do? Like, what else can you do? I know my way, but what's your way in terms of how things are going to get done? So anyways, yeah, like that's just been like something that I've been like spiritually like, I guess meditating on. So anyways, yeah, that's what's been happening. Yeah. So I guess today, like, it's rainy, but I had some things that I want to get done today. I'm still getting my apartment together, you guys. So, I've been, I moved here technically in the beginning of March, but I was traveling so much that I just got the apartment back into like it was in a like decent, way of functioning. So now that I'm here and I have more time to be in my apartment, I'm like, all right, like, let me get this done. Let me add that. To add this to the wall. I need to get this. Let me buy that. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I have some shelves. Let me show you. I put this out here for me so I wouldn't forget. But I have some shelves that I bought literally almost 2.5 years ago, but I just didn't know what to do with them, and now I know what to do with them. I'm gonna put them in this corner on that wall so that I can place like cute little things up there and stuff. So that's gonna be my project for today. I'll show you guys. And then also I'm gonna go to the gym, and I have friends coming over. I'm hosting them for dinner, and we're gonna like go out for a little bit and stuff because I think it's one of my friends' last days before he comes back in midsummer. So we're gonna like just get together and have a little kiki. So anyways, yeah, that's what I'm doing today. How are y'all? What's up? Also, thank you guys for watching my last video. I posted it yesterday, and literally, I had posted videos last year, and the views were like, whatever, they were decent. This video is like just going up, and I can tell because like every time I refresh, more views have been added. So I'm just grateful. Thank you guys so much for watching and being on this like journey with me. So yeah. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, this rain is putting me in the, I just wanna lay down and do nothing and just relax. But I also wanna get this done. Isn't that a weird place to be? Raise your hand if you've been there before. Ooh. All right, let me see. Maybe some music will help me get me like moving. I always put on Sarah Vaughan. She gets me like get my day going. Who's this? Trembling trees, embracing the and I can't wander. Wipe the board with wet cloth. I have a... Okay, girl. Ooh, child, we had to turn her down. Love you, girl, but it was giving a lot. Alright. This is really easy. Hopefully I'm gonna get this done by like 12. And then head to the gym. Grab the stuff. Alright, and then we use number 2 screws. This. Okay, so we just finished putting these together. I ended up using my actual electric drill because it's so much faster. Alright, so I think we're gonna do something like this. Right there. Alright, I should use a pen or a pencil. There we go. Alright, let's see how it goes. I'm a little nerves. Alright, here we go. Dupe. These create the holes. Whoops. That went a little too far. Alright, that went both ways. Let's just see. Oh god, I'm nervous. Alright. I literally had to learn how to do all this stuff because, again, I think I said in my other video, if you don't do it in the home you own, you gotta pay someone to do it. And there were times where I just did not have the money. So I had to do it. And I'm really glad because now I know how to do it. Period. All right. Do that. I'm so silly. Oh my god. Okay, so I've been at this for like 10 minutes and I came to the realization that this is not... Oh, hold on. This is not like wood. I'm gonna try to show y'all. Can y'all see inside there? No, you can't. All right. That is metal. Like, that's metal. So this is not breaking through. We will have to figure something else out. This is not the location for these shelves. Bummer. I'm a little sad because one of the screws went in, but like I have 3 holes in my wall now, look. So I'm gonna get some of that like blank stuff to just cover it, let it dry, and then I'll paint it back up. My super has some paint for me, so. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Maybe, I don't know where to put it. Like, I'm like, should I put it here? I don't know. That was gonna be the perfect spot, but now I'm like, maybe it wasn't. And we'll figure it out. But that was a journey. Like, y'all, look. I brought out this. I even brought out this bad boy. I'm like, this will go through. And it didn't go through. It's metal. It's metal. So, all right, I'm gonna just clean up. We have the shelves set up, so I just need to figure out where I want them, and then once I do that, then it'll be done. Maybe I'll put it on that wall, but look, like maybe right there. But now I'm scared. I'm like, I'm like, I don't know. I need to know if that's wood or not before I start making a mess. So we'll see. What a journey. Ooh, let me tell y'all something. I said no. I said no. These shelves are going up. I don't care. They're going to get up on this damn wall. So this is what I did. I put them right here in kind of a funky way. I still have this here. I may move this, but for now it's fine. But look at this. It's like a little vibe. I have my succulents, my candle, my diffuser, so it'll smell good when you're sitting right here. And then, yeah, that's what it is. And then this is what it looks like when you're facing it. I like it. Like, imagine a little bit more like art on this side. Maybe I'll get like, I don't know, something on this side to kind of balance it out. But for now, this is what I'm working with. I'm happy. I'm going to fill this up with more stuff, maybe books. And then, yeah, we're going to just leave it at that, y'all. Because I'm hungry. That was a lot. But we made it through. I'm going to clean up. And then, because I was like, I'm not leaving this house until this is done. I'm not. So now I'm going to go home. I'm going to go outside, grab some stuff to like clean up the walls. And then I'm going to, should I cook breakfast? I should probably cook breakfast. I'll cook breakfast when I get back. Actually, I might just get a breakfast sandwich. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then, yeah, it's good. But anyways, I'm glad I did it. Yay, it's over. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Okay, we are back in business. Woo. So we clean this up real quick, all that stuff. I'm actually about to make breakfast now because I was like, wait, why am I rushing to like patch up the wall when the store's gonna be there and I'm hungry and I can cook? So that's what we finna do. All right, the avocado is a little ripe. It's a little ripe. But it's still good.
Father, your word verses 8 through 9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways mine.
Tell y'all, when breakfast is done, I have something to tell y'all. So hold this thought. Let me finish this real quick, and I will sit down and tell y'all what's really been happening. So anyways, let me get myself resituated. I have a dining table coming in that I'm gonna put on this wall. It's a really, really small one. So no more tray life very soon. I have to put it together. It's from Wayfair. Okay, thank you, Lord. Okay, so something that I wanted to like share. Let me see this. Very good. So something that I've been experiencing since really it started like last week. So you guys know, like, I was traveling a lot when I left my corporate job. I had trips lined up before I even knew that I was going to be leaving my company. So I went to Paris. I went to California twice. I went home for a couple days in Maryland, from Maryland. And life was just like boom, 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 boom. And I honestly was getting very tired. But it was amazing to just be up and have the freedom to just go and do whatever I wanted to do. And it kind of got to a point where, and this is kind of what I want to bring up, is that I started to feel a little like guilty having that freedom and starting to be like, oh wait, like I need to be responsible or I need to go back to work. You know, I'm still not used to kind of having my life as my own and making choices because I want to do them, or making choices out of joy and happiness and not fear-based. Meaning like going back to work or doing, you know, I need to like just change up a little bit. And so long story short, it was just interesting concept because I said to myself, I said, wow, like even in this chapter of like exploration and freedom, I kind of got to the idea that like this sense of freedom that we're all like looking for is so subjective. It is not necessarily I just want to travel all over the world, and that's a sense of freedom. It's not I want to work remote, or I want to work a 9 to 5. For some people, going to corporate America is freedom. It was for me at one point, because I knew that I wanted to make money like as soon as I graduated. And that was my, like, I felt good. It was something that I wanted to do. And so I think what this experience is teaching me is that it doesn't matter like where you are or what you're doing. There's always gonna be like something. There's always gonna be something. And so I was like, when I had that moment last week, I haven't even finished the story. So did all that travel, started to feel guilty. I get back, and I don't get back to New York City, and I'm like, okay, now what? Because I don't have any like trips planned to kind of distract me. I don't have like this month I'm not working a lot at the bar, so I'm not just like going there and spending all my time, at the bar making these other people money. Nothing wrong with that. But anyways, I was like, now what? What do I do now? And so then I got scared. Then I was feeling like scared, because I was like, what do I do? What do I do with all this time? And it's so crazy, because I have this mirror right here, and I was literally just about to say, when you've kind of exhausted yourself with all of the, I need to do this and this and this and this and this, and the only thing left is for you to just sit and be still with yourself, that's when you really have to look at yourself and say, like, now what? Who am I? What do I want to do? Da, 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 da. All those, like, basic fundamental questions. We're so bogged down with all of this outside stuff that, like, by the time we sit down, we're not even thinking about ourselves. We're thinking about all the things that we put in our lives that are taking us away from the focus of us or yourself. And so I've had this time now in the last like week and a half, and I'm doing this home improvement thing. There's a lot of stuff happening inside my apartment that I'm doing now, because I wanted to make it feel really good and stuff like that. But what I've been doing is just been putting in like a drop of curiosity of like, okay, what do I want to do? Sometimes that means I want to go to the gym. Sometimes that means I want to lay out in the park. Sometimes that meant yesterday morning, I was like, what do I want to do? And I was like, I want to go on a run. It's so nice out. Like, let's go on a run. So then I ran for 3 miles, and it felt great. And there's moments where I'm like, now what? And so it's kind of like, am I bored? Or am I avoiding something that I really want to do, which is making these YouTube videos and all the other stuff. Like I told you guys, I had the modeling gigs. So all the things that I want to do are like happening. And because I have right now this freedom to do whatever I want, it's sometimes daunting, because sometimes you don't know what your freedom looks like. Sometimes you don't know what you actually truly want until you have to face it. And so anyways, it's kind of like when people retire and they're like, now what do I do? And they just fill their schedules up with a bunch of stuff. But in actuality, because we're just so culturally, the culture here is to do. Produce. And what else is there? So that's literally what I'm figuring out. And kind of being free. And the act of being free means if I want to do something, I go do it. That's it. if I don't want to do anything, I don't do it. It's amazing. But sometimes, I think my closing point in this section, as I finish my breakfast, is that two things. We are so used to being told what to do with our lives that when we actually have the opportunity to do what we want or construct our own lives, we don't even know what it is. So that's an important thing for me is to really understand what is it that I want with this time and space. You know, that's number one. I forgot number two. So this is just a reflection. Something that I really want to do, or I have been doing, is being outside more, like I just mentioned. Like I went on a hike this last weekend, and this summer I really want to be outside. Like I really want to do outdoor activities, be in the water. You know, I definitely plan to like go out in clubs sometimes, but not a lot, because I don't have it doesn't fulfill me as much anymore. And I don't know, right now it's just been kind of nice being outside and loving the outdoors. So yeah, that's kind of like where my mind's at. Focusing on my health and just attracting more like work for myself to do, more modeling gigs. So I'm excited. Anyways, that's what I have to tell y'all. I'm about to finish my breakfast, and then we're gonna go to the hardware store, fix up this wall, and I think I have some other things to do. I might just go on a little walk, maybe get some coffee, and enjoy the little gloomy weather in New York City. All right. So I decided to come to Midtown because I'm gonna be picking up some like prepared food from Italy for my friends. I'm having 2 friends coming over. That's actually one of the things I wanted to do when I moved into my new apartment, was to host more. And I'm warming up to it. It's taking me time, but I'm definitely like enjoying the hosting and kind of having like just moments to like bond and have a meal and all those things. So yeah, I'm doing that after I work out. But first to the Equinox, and I'm really excited to go here because apparently they just changed their like shower products to this new brand. I forget the name, but I'll try to take a picture. But yeah, I'm excited to do that because I want to lather myself. All right, bye. We just made it. Let's go. Workout is going well. I'm doing chest, triceps, and a little bit of abs. I did most of my chest and triceps, but I'm gonna do something on the weighted machines now, just to get a few more reps. Let's go. So now I'm about to go to Italy and grab this food. I think I'm gonna get meat lasagna and maybe something, and tiramisu for dessert. Their tiramisu is so good. And I see this coffee shop that I love. I'm like, should I? Honestly, I'm not even in the mood. Just be kind of fun to do. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, this area is really nice. people are like working, doing something, all this stuff. So I like it over here, except for the swim. So let me go. Let's get this out.
We'll see who gets body.
Okay, so I actually am gonna do a pit stop at the rooftop. I'm gonna go to this rooftop. I have a friend that works at this bar, so I'm hoping that he's here. Every time I like ask him, he's not there or the place is super busy. So I'm just like, you know what, let me just go and see. I'm not even gonna like hit him up, nothing. I'm just gonna go. Let's see what it gives, and then, you know, if not he's not there, then I'm gonna just buy my stuff and go back home. Because I gotta put this like dining table together. I have like 3 hours. Oh my god, so he's here. I'm wearing a Google Pride t-shirt, I don't know why. I just want to work there. I think I'm just gonna do like bread and wine. Just a little snack. Yes. Wow, this place is so nice. I've always wanted to come up here, but it's always been packed. And I feel like lunch is the perfect time to come because it's not packed at all. You know, you get the same stuff. I think they have happy hour at 4. I'm not getting happy hour, but this is fine. I'm just getting a little prosciutto and some bread and some wine just to have a little moment. I'll get my protein in later today. This is so good. I feel so special.
Kitty knows the situation is always iffy. That's right. Always. That's right. That's it. Drop something on my bed again. You're supposed to leave that in the box, and you brought it here because you're annoyed. Yeah. But you want to eat. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to feed you and not go to work. This is the conversations I have with my cat. With your cat. And you are absolutely good with it. I'm very happy with it. And that is Whoopi Goldberg. I want to thank you, Whoopi, for coming to be.
Woo! I just got home and I just decided to rest a little bit while I was after Italy. I got some food from my friends, and I have this dining table that I'm supposed to put together. And I'm like, can I do it? Technically they're gonna be here in an hour, and I'm like, well, what would I use this hour for other than that? Like, my place is clean. I would just be like moseying around. So I guess that's what I'll do. I'm gonna put this table together, and then we can have somewhere to sit. And then yeah. Anyways, this day has been like really good. I enjoy talking with you guys and sharing like my experience, and this has just been great. And I've been looking at my video that I just posted, and it's already almost at like 360 views, which, you know, on the grand scheme of things for YouTube is not a lot, but I'm very grateful. Like, I'm like, wow, and the funny thing is I didn't really put a lot of editing in. I just chopped up a little bit and stuff like that. So it just goes to show like what you really have to do, and that's just be yourself. So that's something that I'm about to do. So anyways, I'm about to put this table together, and yeah, host my friends. It's gonna be a good time. Hey guys, good morning. Whew, I slept in. I needed to sleep. I had such a day. As you can see, let me turn this on. I love the smell of coffee. As you can see, I got my table together. Shout out to my friends. I was like halfway through, and dinner was getting ready. I had the lasagna. I had everything ready, and they just went straight to work on my table to finish it. And I even messed up at one point, and one of my friends completely broke down one of the chairs and put it back together. I was like, thank you so much. So anyways, I'm really grateful, and I actually really like the chairs and the table. It's small enough, but you can use it when you need it, and it's not in the way, and it kind of like is the last piece of furniture I think that I'm going to add to the living room. Like, that's all that I need. There's places to sit, eat, relax, and yeah, that's it. So we are grateful. I'm about to sit down and have my coffee. So it's just a quiet morning. It's really nice hosting, and I'm sorry I didn't get it because my camera was kind of on low battery, and at that point I was like, I'm in the moment. I don't need to record this. So yeah, that's kind of where we left off, but it was a good time. I don't know if you guys some of you are obviously familiar with Frederick Douglass. I watched a documentary of his. PBS did a documentary on his life, and one of the things, and I think it actually ties in with a lot of what I'm saying, and actually what I was just doing, and it made me think about it. Part of Frederick Douglass's journey was that while he was still a slave, he originally was on the eastern shore of Maryland, and I think because of his behavior or something like that, or he escaped, I can't remember that detail, but he ended up being a slave again in Baltimore, like as a preteen for a while. And there he was doing, he was like a servant to this white family. I'm just moving my jacket. I'll hang it up. There he was a servant to a white family, and the labor. Oh, I know what it was. The owner on the Eastern Shore sent him to Baltimore. Like, it was like a loan of servitude as a slave to this other family. I could be wrong. And anyways, the labor on the Eastern Shore that he was doing was very intense and gruesome and just labor intensive. Like, he was on the farm, right? But when he went to Baltimore to serve, he was a slave for this white family, it was a different level of work. It was more housework, and one of the things that kind of came with it was, like, he had time to, this is so crazy, he had time to be still. He had time to just look out at the harbor. This is like, they talk about this in the documentary. He had time to just look out at the harbor and just be still and sit with himself, right? And in the documentary, it stated that in those moments where he was still and he wasn't serving anybody, he was off on his own, like just looking. And that was one of the benefits of when he got moved to Baltimore, that he now had time to do, right? That's when he realized that he wasn't a slave, that he was not a slave. And I say, and in the documentary, he kind of woke up to like I can be free. Like, the idea of being free came to him through that stillness. And I just thought of that because I know I was talking yesterday about, I have all this time now, and I felt like I was busying my schedule, and to really just sit and, like, that's when, like, your best thoughts come. That's when the magic happens, I guess, is just when you're not like occupying yourself with so many things. And a lot of us don't have that privilege, but I think that that's some of the benefits of like the meditating and all those different things that, you know, we hear on social media. This we all know. So anyways, I just thought about that. I thought that was so powerful because obviously, like, I'm African American and my people come from, like, my ancestors were slaves. And to think that, you know, the gift to just be still and to allow, you know, your thoughts to come, your revelations, like, that is so powerful. And it's like very, I just thought that story was so amazing because what he did after, you know, when he realized that's when he went and escaped for freedom, you know, for the North, and then his impact for the world just completely changed. But imagine if he never had that time to like just be still and kind of have that revelation of, oh, I'm not a slave. I'm not this. I'm human. Like, you know. So I thought that was crazy. Like when they put that in the documentary, I was like, that was the gold, you know, when he had that revelation. So I guess it's like, you know, whatever you're feeling like you have to do or you're a slave to, just like take a beat for a second and zoom out and be like, wait, you know, no, that's not me. No. LOL, y'all thought I was done vlogging? I'm not. Just kidding. Hours and hours. I'm just getting ready for work. Just showing that to y'all.